In this video, I'm going to show you how we do research for products. So essentially what the objective is to come up with a list of products that we can test that are unsaturated and meet our criteria. So in a quick summary, the product should be unique, solve a problem or improve your life in one way. And it should have a wow or unique factor to it as well, right? So when somebody's scrolling, they look at it and they're like, wow, this is cool, this is different, and this solves my problem in a unique way. It should have a high perceived value. It should be lightweight. It's not saturated. The orders are not that much on AliExpress, which we're going to be using to source the products. So the orders are under 500. The least, there's a $20 margin, ideally $30 is good. Also, we don't want to buy the product for too expensive. So anything between $10 to $20 to buy the product from AliExpress is good. Under $30 is fine. Nothing over $40. There's a passionate audience behind that niche. And there's constant AliExpress orders, and there's a video that we can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to use sites. So we're going to use Big Spy as the example in this video to uncover ads that are currently running. Okay, we're then going to analyze if that product is saturated or not. We're going to then see if there's a trend. I'm going to just add a next. We're going to then, let me just add to other one. Check other products being sold by ad. Okay, I'll explain what I mean, but essentially if you found that product and they're running ads to it, to check if they have any other products or any other potential ads, we're then going to add it to the list. And then we're also going to put the website on the sheet if they're running good ads. So let me just show you how to do this. So firstly, we're going to jump into Big Spy. We're going to click Ad Spy, and essentially there's going to be an option here to narrow things down. Okay, now the more you narrow it down, the less option you have of products to be viewing. So you can play around with this. But if I were to go for the strictest options, marketing objectives is website conversions always. Let's say it has a minimum of, let's say, giving the option of, let's say, 63 likes, so at least there's some traction behind it. I just want to make sure that there is some level of traction. Languages, you can put English potentially, or let's just put in English. Click through types, put in shop now. Okay, you could put, sometimes it gives learn more. You could also have a look at buy now as an option. Then countries, again, you can check United States. Again, the more strict you are, the less it's going to be. You can click Shopify. Again, this is something that you could possibly keep open. Creatives, you want to click video. And then date, let's say 7 days, and click here only by created time. Okay, so then it gives me a list of ads that are running that have that specific criteria. Okay, so there's about 2 pages worth of possible products, which is why you're going to start off strict and then maybe go to let's say taking some of these elements off, like Shopify or USA. Shop now, and you can slowly start taking things off, right? So let's have a look at some products. As you can see, there's loads of products here to look at. So let's analyze this one here. Okay, so what I would do, you can click shop now, and it's essentially says here, forget to water your plants. Okay, so essentially this is a product. If I just go back to my criteria, does it solve a problem? Yes, because what it does, it automatically will start watering the plants. So as it says, keep your plants healthy and alive. And if you actually look at the advertisement copy, if I just go back to it, it says, say goodbye to dying plants, right? So it solves the problem. Essentially, what it does is, instead of you having to go and water your garden, it does it for you essentially automatically with the timing that you set, saving you time and so forth, right? Is it a wow factor? Potentially. There is other products that have a more of a wow factor behind it. So for example, let me see if anything does pop up. And obviously you'll have to look at the videos as well to have a bit of a wow factor look. High perceived value, yes, it's some sort of technology tool. Lightweight, yes. Okay, so now let's have a look at its saturation. Okay, so if we go to saturation, we look at it. The question is, what is this it called? Okay, what is this product called? Now, when I search for it, water timer garden, I just put timed water hose or something like that, that I got some keywords from, and this is what came out: water timer garden. Um, and if you see here, it comes up with irrigation controller. Okay, so then I did that and I analyzed it, and then the next thing you do is you click orders. Okay, so this is now showing me in order which one is the highest selling one. Okay, now as I can see here, this is where the product comes in. It's got 870 purchases behind it. So let me just open this up. I will copy the link. Okay, I will copy the link now. I'll paste it in here, click enter. Okay, now what will end up happening is saturation inspector will pop up and say it's been inspected. It might take a couple of seconds, and then you click this icon here, and this one says untapped. In fact, let me just refresh this to confirm. Right. Yeah, so this is essentially untapped, right? I did actually look at another listing of this as well, but essentially what this means, and what I would normally do is I would look at maybe 2, 3 listings of the product, because that's it gives you consistent data then. But now we can see that, hold on, the saturation says it's untapped, and at the same time, is there under 500 orders? No, there's not, but it's not too far off. It's under 1,000 still. So and it says it's unsaturated, so I could still give it a test, right? It's still worth me giving a test to it, right? So then we want to look at the margin behind it. We want to make sure it's at least $20. So sometimes you'll see listings on here that are far more expensive, and you'll find ones that are cheaper. So let's just select this product. So this is 17, 18, 19, 20, approximately $21 here. Let's see if there's any other listings of the product. Here's another one. Okay, it's about $23. UK, US, $23, $24, right? So between 21 to 20 something dollars. Let's go see how much this company is selling it for. They're selling it for $50. So it meets our $20+ margin essentially, right? So this looks like a good product with some potential now. So I've looked at it. The next thing is, so we've looked at the saturation by looking at the orders and inspectors. Now we just want to check, does it have trends? Okay, so let's go and look into, is this product selling at this moment in time? So let me get the two. So here is two. And what you want to do, you do want to look at 2, 3 different listings to test this. And the main reason is because sometimes one listing has stopped selling because maybe they're out of stock, and the other one is still selling. So we click here, product analysis. Okay, you click here, you click paste, analyze. Okay, now what you want to do is kind of look at the average here. So it did have a bit of a peak. It did have had a bit of a decline here. But on average, I would say around 40 units a day. You just kind of have to give a rough estimate. So I would say around 40 a day, right? Let's have a look at this one here. This listing to see is that giving any consistent, and this one is obviously it's a bit inconsistent. It's got some weird jumps, so it might be in and out of stock. I don't know, which is why there's probably other listings as well you can have a look at, but this is this is why it's important to have a look at a few different listings here essentially, right? Okay, so the next step is also have a look at Google Trends. Okay, the reason why is because sometimes you might see a product that is out of a trend. So, for example, camping is very seasonal when it's nice weather. No one's going to go camping in snow, for example. So you do want to have a look at those elements. So I would say if I just put gardening, okay, because there's two things I can do here. I want to look at the niche and then look at the product, okay? So I want to look at the last 5 years, okay? And as you can see, we are in a bit of a peak, but it is kind of going decline, but still it's quite high. As long as it's above 50, it's still worth testing. If it was in this section here, then I wouldn't do it, okay? Or I would know at least that there is a decline. Maybe if it's starting to rise, then possibly, right? But I can see over the years, the peak is around April, okay? So April is kind of the peak, April, and we're coming into the end of May and now June. But the reason why it's probably higher now is because of the coronavirus situation, and more people are at home, so that's why it's probably more, people doing gardening now than ever. So I will still test it. Now I would also have a look at this watering timer ignition controller, or essentially the name of the product, just to see if does it give me any information. No. Let me try put less words. It's inconsistent. It's not going to give me. Let me just put water irrigation. Yeah, so it's kind of up and down. Doesn't really give me anything concrete, so I would ignore that. Okay, so but point being is, it's selling around 40 units a day. That's some sort of sign that is there. Okay, check other products being sold. So the next thing is, before I do that, I want to put the details in. Okay, so let's go ahead here. So product name was watering time controller. Does it have a wow unique factor? Maybe. No, not really. Does it solve a problem? Yes, it does. Made audience is gardeners. Okay. AliExpress link. So you get the link number 1, the highest link, 871 orders. So I put the link there, 871 orders. AliExpress site link number 2. So this is the second link that is 195. Okay, and then AliExpress link number 3. If I just find another one, the third link selling this product, if there is one. I'm not sure if that is the same product. It looks slightly similar, but might be a little bit different. Okay, it's here, 63. So 63 orders this one has. Where did my list go? So this is, and then orders 63, which I just saw. Well, it says 65 now, but yeah, you get the point. Okay, saturation level. So we had a look at this, and again, you want to look at a few different ones. It was untapped. Seems like one person is selling it. Daily orders we said was around 40. Trending niche, it was above 50 still, so that's fine. Anything that is above 50 is normally fine. Product niche trend, product trend, NA, because we didn't really, sometimes if it's a clear product such as let's say iPhone case, or let's say forget iPhone case, let me see, a product like toy car, right, or something like that, then you can search that and you can see if there's a trend or not. Then you want the link to the site selling this. So this was this point here, so we click here, we put the site selling it. Then the supplier cost was around, let's say, $23.50. Selling price was $50, $49.99. And then let's get the Facebook video. So let me just see how you would grab this for us, because we're going to need to use the Facebook video. Where did the... Okay. If we can get the link, copy address video. So if I just paste this here, then it has it here, that's fine. So then I'll just switch this noise off. So now I can put the video there, and there you go. I've got a listing that has potential at this moment, right? So this is a product that I can test right now. The only thing is it does have a kind of higher orders, but there's still some potential there because it is saying that it's untapped. So this is something there for me to do, okay, for me to test out. I've got a video there, I can get the listing made, and so on and so forth, right? And it meets my criteria essentially to some level. Like, it doesn't need to meet 100% every criteria, but as long as it's as close to it as possible, that is what I'm essentially looking for, right? Now, so we've added it to the list, okay. So we've added it to the list. Okay, so now the question is this website selling any other products? Okay, so the way you do that is, I just went ahead and accidentally got off the site. Let me go back into Big Spy. Let me see if I can find that product again. Okay, so I think I put USA. USA objective conversion, creative a video, only created in the last 7 days. As you can see, there's loads of different other products that will just put, like, you play around with things, the settings, and you'll have more products. Here looks, hair loss type of products, problem, solution, there's some sort of hairbrush, and that's another product to analyze, just as an example. Okay, let me just go back into the likes. We needed around the 65 likes. Categories, likes, click-throughs. I believe shop now. Okay, so I can't seem to find the product again, but that's fine. So let me just show you what I was going to do, right? So what happens is that when you look at products that are Shopify type of products, they normally have the same feel of a video that is kind of this size with some text running around it, right? So you can kind of tell what is a Shopify type of product, okay? So does let's just see if this one is. No, no, that's probably not. Okay, so I'm not gonna use that as an example. Okay, okay, so let's have a look at this one here, for example, right? So this one, if I click on it, okay, has a video. This is a drop shipping product I'm aware of. So to build your own little theater screen, you buy now, and you've got yourself a screen or whatever the case is, right? Now what I want to do is, if I found a product that I think has potential, I want to see, does it have other products that they are selling that could also be potential, right? So I would click this button here to check the listing, and then that would direct me to the page, and then you click the company's name, and then it will bring you to this site, okay? then what you would do there is you scroll down here and click page transparency, and here underneath ads by this page you click go to library. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to make sure you clicked all, right? And now you can see they are testing other products. Okay, so although we saw this one product they're testing, it looks like they have this product and they have this product as well. Okay, so now I can go and analyze, okay, these are other products they're testing. Maybe let me see if they're saturated, if they meet my criteria, and so on and so forth. Because if they're putting money behind it and they're spending money behind it, then there's a chance that this may be a winning product that we could also test also. Okay, so that is the next point. Now what I would do is, if there's a website that you can see are constantly adding products to their list, then what you want to do in the same document, there's an active dropshipping site list, add that in there. Okay, so, so the way you would do it is just take this, add that in there, but also take their site as well. So for example, this is their site. Okay, so then you would do this. So if I just let me just put one above, so ads and site, I just paste it there. And the reason why is because if, for example, I've got 50 to 100 plus websites that are constantly adding and testing products, instead of me only relying on this ads big spy, I can literally just go into this list, and this will make your life a little bit easier too. Go back into the list and see, has any of these tested some new products? Have they launched some new products? And that will give you an overview of some more products that you can actually go ahead and test. Okay, so like this one is, this one's definitely some sort of winning product. They've put so many ads, 63, 33. They've really scaled this ad, whatever it is. Let me see what the product is. So this is some sort of rechargeable water air cooler conditioner, right? And they're obviously making a lot of money from this product because of the fact that I can tell they've made so many adverts behind it, right? You've got a video here that works. I would then see, okay, I'll find this product on AliExpress and I'll check, is this saturated or not? If it is not, and if it's a criteria, I'll add it to the list. Okay, so you start compiling a list of active dropshipping websites. Okay, now the one thing is, there is two type of websites. There's ones that are niche websites that are selling makeup or whatever it is. What you want to do is you want to go for websites that are broad and that are selling loads of different products and things like that, right? Relating to different things. As you can see, it's very broad. And look, you've got a bunch of other products that they've probably tested in the past. And this is what you want to look at. Things that are to do with cats, clothes, you name it, they're testing it. So this is a good generic store. I would save this. They're uploading constantly. And there is some other tools you can always look at as well. So for example, if I just test this, add this one in here, there's another website called Pexagle that I use. Sorry, another app called Pexagle. And then let me just see if this is active. Let me see if this runs. Okay, leave that for now. Okay, so my point being is that you've got a bunch of other ways to find these products. So let me just summarize what we've done in this video. We've tried to find products that are not saturated. We covered the criteria. We use Big Spy. I may give you other tools as well to uncover videos that are currently being run at this moment. We then analyze if those products are low saturation or not. We look at the trends. If they're making sales, we add it to the list. Once we've added to the list, we look at that same company where they done that initial ad to see if they're running ads for other products. And then we have a look at those products. And then we also add the site to the list if it's currently an active site that is constantly putting new products and testing new products and scaling new products on their website. Okay, so that is essentially how you do product research. Yeah, I'm sure that was helpful. If you got any questions, then you can reach out to us as well.